This is the guys' first top 10 matchup coming up. Just what's the excitement around the team and what are the vibes heading into this game?
Yeah, definitely really excited. Had some very fast, upbeat practices. So, yeah, I think this is a really good week leading up. So, definitely excited.
We heard Tina Charles was in practice today. Just what's it like playing with her in practice?
I mean, it's always amazing when Tina comes back because she doesn't have to. So, getting the chance to sometimes play with her, mostly play against her, is always super special. We definitely are very grateful for her time and her coming back. But today she was doing some stuff with the guards at the beginning of practice, and I think at least 4 of us just got tossed. We're guarding the guys, and easily we're not letting them post up, and then she subs on, and we're just getting tossed about. So that was a humbling moment for practice.
What challenges does Michigan present to you guys?
Yeah, Michigan, I mean, they're a super talented team, and they play super fast. They like to play in transition. They like to get up on defense, press, make things difficult. So you got to be ready just to play fast, but also to our tempo. Don't let them speed us up, but still play quick how we like to. So we got to figure out that balance.
Do you see similarities between them and you guys? Coach is saying he feels like they play a similar kind of style.
Definitely similar. I mean, we love to play in transition as well, so do they. And then we also take pride in our defense and getting up, pressing, making it difficult for teams, kind of getting in their face and making things hard. So we watched film today, and it was definitely some similarities between watching us and seeing them play. So it should be fun.
Do you like playing this hard of a game, this challenging of a game, this early in the season?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I think every game presents its own challenges, but getting to play a super talented team like Michigan, I mean, they bring things to the table that teams that we haven't faced yet. So this will be a really good kind of test for us to see what we look like. I mean, what is this, the 5th game? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's still early in the season, but it's we have a few games under our belt now, so do they. So I think this is a good, everyone's starting to get settled into what's going on. We're still figuring things out, but will definitely be a good test just to see how we handle this.
Internally, what's the conversation between your teammates? Because obviously this is a big game. Are people excited, or what's the talk between the players?
Yeah, definitely excited. And like I said, this team, they like to play fast, and so do we. So I think we're excited to just run with them and see what happens. But we've been preparing this week, and we're super excited.
And then there's a game like this, is this sort of like a measuring stick in terms of where you feel like you need to be sort of on the big stage?
For sure. Like I said, this is a test, and this team is going to do things that we haven't faced yet. So being able to see how we handle that, how we handle those challenges. I mean, it's one thing to work in practice, but then to be faced with it in the game. So to see how we handle that, how we respond, I think it'll be really good for us.
What has Kayleigh Heckel brought to the team?
Yeah, Kaylee brings some intensity to the team. I feel like she is just everywhere and most of the time on the floor. But her defensive intensity and just the energy she brings, I feel like that's kind of similar to what KK brought last year, coming off the bench, bringing that defensive energy and just that second gear that we need. Once the first group starts to get tired, you have the next person come in and just re-amp everyone up. I feel like that's Kaylee right now. When she comes in, she gets everyone going again. So it's a lot of fun to play with her.
Is there a difference between her style and KK's style?
There's a difference, but I think there's a lot of similarities. I mean, just the way that she's given it her all every possession, offensively and defensively. She is making those hustle plays, whether it's on ball, off ball, offense. She's pushing the ball. She's trying to get stopped. She's trying to make people mad. She's that little gnat that won't go away.
How did she settle in and kind of make the transition here as a transfer?
Yeah, I mean, I think that was one of the things she did really well coming in, was doing those things that she can control, which was bringing that energy, being that annoying little pest on defense. But she's done that since she's gotten here, and so it's been, like I said, it's been fun to play with her ever since summer.
Speaking of Kaylee, Coach was talking about how things a lot of times take time. Can you just talk about Serah Williams and Blanca and how they're really adjusting to the team, especially in the front court?
Yeah. Blanca has been, I mean, they've both been a lot of fun to play with, but Blanca, seeing her, she wasn't here in the summer, so I mean, these past couple months was everyone's first time getting to play with her, and her first time playing with all of us, playing this new program. So that's a freshman, that's a lot to take in, your first time in college, especially coming here. So seeing just how far she's progressed and how her game has started to really like fit into just the offense, and what we're doing has been a lot of fun and really cool to see. I think the last couple games, she's played extremely well, and so seeing her go out there and just kind of settle and start to play, calm and confident, I've been really proud of her. And Serah Williams is super talented, so being able to play with her, you can tell that she knows how to play, she knows how to score, she knows how to rebound, so getting to play with a big who believes in themselves, that you believe in, it's a lot of fun as well.
What type of advice do you give to the freshmen or newcomers on this team ahead of a big game like the one that you guys have tomorrow? Or on tomorrow. Yeah, sorry. We're getting my days mixed up.
I think I would tell them just to enjoy it and to believe in themselves, and also remind them that I believe in them. I think going in, I feel like playing in Gamble is one of the most nerve-wracking things for the first time, but then having a big matchup, one of your biggest matchups so far in the year, I think just telling them, settle, calm down, I believe in you, and trust yourself, because it's so easy just to get riled up. You have your nerves, the crowd, everything that's going on, especially with a team like Michigan that likes to play fast. Just making sure you settle and calm down. It's easy to get riled up.
4 games in, where do you feel like you guys have grown the most in your chemistry, and how does that just show in the press and show what you guys are doing on defense?
Yeah, I think, we've grown a lot, but I think one thing is kind of our timing on defense. I think, we still have room to improve, but kind of moving together and as one. I think we've gotten better at that, and that's something that takes time. You need reps at that. You need not just practice reps, but game reps. So I think our timing on traps, our timing on rotations, and then knowing okay, I can jump here, or I can help a little extra here because I know you're on my backside, and if I get beat, you're there to help me. So I think also in trusting each other.
For you personally, what do you feel like has been the biggest growth in your defense from last year to this year? Is it just a mindset thing? Are there specific skills that you feel like you've developed?
I think definitely mindset. I think defense is all about effort and how bad you want it. So I think going in and, like I said, making sure I control the controllables, and defense is completely mostly controllable. But also being able to trust my teammates and know if I make a mistake, we'll figure it out. Hopefully my teammates will be there, but we'll get it back. But not letting that linger, but really trying to take risks and just keep that mindset of no one's gonna score on me, even though probably will. But
Coach has said that he wants you guys as a team to be taking and making more threes going forward. Just why do you think you guys have lagged in that department a little bit so far?
That's a good question. I don't know, but I would love to take and make more threes, so I like the sound of that.
Do you see the potential for the team to be a much better three-point shooting team than you have been?
Yeah, we definitely have a lot of good three-point shooters. So that's something that I know we're capable of doing. I think sometimes it's just a matter of confidence. Taking that shot and believing it's going in rather than taking it just because you're open and you feel like you should.
Azzi, during the summer you talked about leadership. You're normally not a vocal person on the team. How is your leadership skills coming along this early in the season?
Still a work in progress. I'd say last week we took a bit of a pause when I could barely speak, but definitely still something that I'm working on, and just being comfortable with. I think it's going to take a little bit. I'm going to be uncomfortable doing it, but I'm excited for it to get comfortable.
What's the part that's most uncomfortable for you about leadership?
I think just using my voice. I'm so used to having other people who say things, and sometimes I know what to say, but it's should I? Wait, maybe not. I don't know. So just taking that up and saying it, and not being ooh, I don't know.
Kaylee, are you more comfortable playing the 1 or the 2, or does it really matter for you?
I feel like I've always played the 1 throughout high school, but wherever I'm put, I just try to do as much as I can to help my team.
I noticed a number of games you have some unique finishes at the rim, really creative. Is that something that you work on during practice?
Yeah, I feel like I've always had creative finishes, and I work on it constantly too. So I just get to the basket and finish however I can.
You played with Sila back in high school. What was she like as a teammate?
I love Sila. It's always great to see her and play against her, and it was awesome playing with her throughout high school. So I'm excited to see her and compete against her.
Where have you seen her take the biggest jump, just from high school her to now sophomore her?
I feel like she's taken a jump in a lot of different ways. I think she's become a really all-around player, and I think I'm super proud of how far she's come.
This is the first time you guys will be playing against each other?
We played against her last year when I was at USC a couple times, but I'm just excited to see her again.
Does it feel different having it be a top 10 matchup? Like, are you guys the type that trash talk at all coming into something like this?
No. I feel like I've never been a huge trash talker, and I know Sila isn't like that either. So it'll just be friendly competition between us and between both teams probably.
Have you chatted at all in the lead up, or are you just looking forward to seeing her there?
Yeah, we actually were just texting before this, just talking about how we're excited to see each other and to play against each other again. We were actually talking about maybe just hanging out a little bit at Mohegan between the days and stuff. So I'm happy to be able to see her again.
Where does your energy come from? Everybody credits you with bringing energy to the team. Is it just something you've always had, or is it something you think you need to do to be a great player?
I feel like my energy is something I've always had, but I think coming in off the bench, I always try to provide a little bit more energy and to change the tempo of the game a little bit. So that's just my main goal when I get out there.
Do you create that energy just by being, as your teammates say, a pest or a gnat on defense, or just trying to hustle after every ball? How do you create it?
Yeah, just however I can, 50-50 balls, going after those, defensively for sure. Just trying to help my teammates in any way possible, especially when I get out there and there's some people that have already been out there, trying to help them get their energy back and just helping them in any way.
We've seen a little bit more of those lineups of you and KK on the floor together these last couple games. What do you like about playing next to her? How does that kind of work for you guys?
Yeah, I think we complement each other really well. I think we both play fast, up tempo, and we are both super aggressive, both offensively and defensively. So I think it's just disruptive to a lot of other teams.
What have you learned from her? I know it's taken her a bit of time to find her control of her pace and her speed. What have you learned from her in that space?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about during the game and even after the game about pace and stuff. I think just watching her too, you get to learn a lot. Just her setting it by example and stuff like that.
Did it take you long to figure out your role with the team, or is it easy when you're just bringing energy and playing hard and you'll just let other things fall into place?
Yeah, I pretty much just try to let everything fall into place. As long as I bring my energy, whatever I need to do to help the team, that's just what I try to go out and do.
Do you feel like your shooting is getting close? Are you improving? Are you making more shots in practice that you think will fall into games?
Yeah, it's just something I've been working on a lot. I mean, when I'm open, I'm going to shoot them, so I just a confidence thing. Yeah, I've been trying to work on it in practice a lot.
You said after Florida State that the first thing that you look to do with the ball is look for your teammates. Is that an instinct, or is that something that you've developed, across your basketball career?
I feel like that started a lot in high school. I played with obviously Sila and Kay Koval at LSU, so I think playing with other great players, it's cool to get them easy buckets and see them succeed and stuff. So I think that is probably came from playing with them in high school.
Playing the one is a tough position. Are you comfortable knowing where players want the ball in different scenarios right now?
Yeah, I try to learn a lot about my teammates in practice and stuff, because I know if I put them in a position where they're strongest, I know that they'll be able to do some really good things for our team. So especially getting Azzi open for threes or getting Serah the ball in the post, just knowing where they want the ball, and I feel like I've done a good job in learning that so far.
Do you have sort of additional input for the coaches in terms of having played in that conference?
No, not really. I think they know better than I do. 12 national championships, so I just do whatever they tell me to do. I do whatever they tell me to do.
What makes Michigan so hard? The fact that you've played them now the past 3 years.
I think they're just great coaching. They have great players, especially they return their core group of guards. Mm-hmm. So that chemistry that they already have established, and yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they look like.
Do you feel any different kind of pressure going into a top 10 game that's on national TV like this?
No, just go out there and win. I think that's our goal every time, and just get better than what we do in practice and improve on the last game.
Does it feel strange for you at all to be playing other Big Ten teams, but you're no longer in the Big Ten with Wisconsin?
Yeah, I think last time we played Ohio State was the first time I've ever beat Ohio State, and it didn't really click until someone asked, and I was like, oh, like yeah, I should beat Ohio State. I have beat Michigan before, so that one's gonna feel different. But yeah, and just seeing it from a different style of play and playing against them, like obviously at Wisconsin, we're like, oh my God, they're so. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna change that. Obviously, like when you play them as Wisconsin compared to playing them at UConn, it's like a different game. Like the flow of the game is different.
You did so much for Wisconsin, just, you know, you're on the floor constantly. What's it like now having a little bit more depth in that front court and figuring out how to come off and on the floor?
And
getting more rest.
Yeah. It's definitely been an adjustment, just learning how to play with other people, and also like not being as passive, and just figuring out that I can still be aggressive with more help.
Are you feeling more and more comfortable?
Yeah, I think I take the chances and trust myself. My teammates trust me, and just, you know, just playing my game without having to feel like I need to take a step back.
Especially for a post player, what's challenging about adjusting to this pace that you guys play at?
Yeah, the pace. It's quick. It's quick, and we go at people and just getting up and down the court, and also trying to keep up. I don't want to look sluggish on TV, but so yeah, the pace is definitely an adjustment.
Do you like it?
Oh, I like it. I mean, I like running in transition, so to be able to get back to doing that, and because that was a part of my game, but obviously it drifted at a certain point, but being able to run and play in transition is something I like about the pace.
What was it like playing with Tina Charles today in practice?
It was fun. It was definitely an experience. She's strong. She's very strong, and she gave me feedback and tips, and I just listened and took them with open ears, and it was definitely cool. Like I was on the sideline, I was like, wow, like it's Tina Charles in practice.
Are you feeling more comfortable in the paint? There's been a number of games where you've had some good looks and you weren't able to finish. Are you feeling better with the looks that you're getting?
Yeah, definitely a lot more comfortable. It just took a while for me to, figure out the little things. The little things don't seem that little when you try to explain it, but they do in the grand scheme of things. So just putting it all together and just trying to stay aggressive through everything.
Are you ever surprised? I mean, there's been a couple times where it looked like you had some easy layups and they just didn't fall for you. It looked like you were a little surprised when that didn't happen.
Yeah, it was just focusing on what was important at the time. I think in the moments like that, I was just trying to think about other things instead of like, okay, I have the ball in my hands, finish the layup, instead of like, okay, where do I have to go? Like, what's next? All that thing.
What was some of the advice that Tina gave you?
Just little things like be aggressive, not bring the ball low, and like ball placement stuff, like after reps.
Did you spend a lot of time looking up to her and watching her on TV?
Yes, especially in the WNBA, her career, even her career here. I don't think I was watching basketball when she played here, but definitely her career in the WNBA. She's just a great player.
We saw you guys against Ohio State run a little bit more of that lineup with you and Serah and Blanca all on the floor at the same time. What kind of does that change for you when you have, three bigs on the floor like that?
Just continues to open the floor up. Like, I have space, just learn how to give them space as well. I duck in a lot more, so me just learning, they like to drive as well, so learning how to play off them. And yeah, it's kind of, as the other team too, it's probably hard to find three people that big to match up against all of us, so one of us is going to have an advantage.
Do you think at any point in time this season, have you thought about like the type of talent that you have around you, and how you don't have to, how it's not all falling on your shoulders to be able to be successful?
I think that was a big part of me coming here. I think I didn't want that because I knew moving forward in my career, that's not what it's going to be. I wanted to learn how to play team basketball and play with other people and learn and make reads. I think that was just something that I had to grow in my game. So it's fun to watch. Like, Serah Strong makes basketball look so easy, and she's just like Blanca too, Azzi, like just a different, like everyone's super talented, but see it in different ways. It's just been fun.